Hey everybody, welcome back to Building SouthLake. So today we're going to be building another building. We're basically adding on to the city a little bit more. Obviously, that's kind of the whole point of this series. I'm not sure where I want to build it though. I'm kind of feeling like I want to build it over here on this side of the river to kind of start things over here other than the stadium so far. But I also want to put it somewhere over on the actual main part of the city to kind of finish up that area as well. So I'm not too sure yet how exactly I want to go about doing this. But before we even do anything, we got to go over to the stadium here. Let me take out a sign. And we got to do our subscriber of the week. So let's fly all the way over here to our dugout. And we're here. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so this one, his name is the Taco Wizard. I'm not a big fan of tacos, but they do taste good sometimes. So the, all one word as well, Taco Wizard. So W-I-Z-A-R-D. And there, what the heck? Oh, sweet, I can go and change it. I don't know why the Y got put in there. There we go. The Taco Wizard is now added to SouthLake. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in our dugout so far. Out of, I think, like, there's maybe 24, you know, probably a little bit more than that. So, and okay, let's fly over here. So I do think I want to start it on this side of the river. So we're going to try it, see how it starts off, and hopefully it will look pretty good. It's not going to be a skyscraper necessarily. It's more going to be a little bit smaller office building. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 6th block. There we go. So this isn't going to be a very big building like I kind of said. This is meant to be a little bit more towards an office building, not more towards a skyscraper. Because basically what I want to happen is on this side of the river, I want there to be a little bit smaller buildings. That way we can kind of lead up to a suburban area and different neighborhoods like that. Because I feel like it would look really weird and wrong if we made it to where, like, how do I want to put this? If we just had skyscrapers and then right next to the skyscrapers we had houses. And I don't think that would really look that good, mainly because everything would look out of proportion. But I feel like if we make some smaller buildings, start with those, and then kind of come back later and add everything that we need, and make sure that all the scales are, you know, a pretty good scale, I think we could actually make this look pretty good. So, oh, I need to make sure I'm doing the exact same pattern every time. So then we need, oh, come on, one here. Alright, off to a good start. And then 3. So basically, I have no idea how I want this building to look like yet. I have an idea of the design I want to try, because I've seen it a couple times in online pictures. And it's not more of a Minecraft design, it's more of a, I saw this in New York City, I believe. It's kind of a hard design to describe because it's so simple, but it's also it's very hard to describe like how it's actually going to look. And I really wish we had stained glass, because stained glass would actually look perfect for this design in my opinion. And I really just want that update to come out so we can finally get it, but I guess we have to wait a little bit longer. How much farther? Let's go a little bit farther. Because this actually is looking pretty big. Like, I wasn't expecting it to look this long, but it might actually be how long we need it. So this looks like our last one. And do we end off on that? And we do. Alright, now what do we want to do with the in-between pillars that, like, the 1 by like 7, whatever the hell. It's part of my language. I don't know where that came from. Let's try if we put like gray wool here. No. What could we do with this? Maybe some brick stairs? No, that doesn't look that good either. Alright, we just have to put just regular brick in here. So we're just gonna do it like this. And this should resolve our problem. My words are not looking too good today, or sounding too good. One of the two, I don't know which one. I'm trying to think of some things that we could talk about this episode. One of the things that, it doesn't really involve this channel, but Weeby Stranger and I, on our second channel, Safety Boost, are actually starting up a podcast. basically just talking about games. It's going to be more of a gaming podcast. If you guys know who Funhouse is, or Inside Gaming as they're formerly known, it's going to be more towards their podcast, which if you don't watch them, I suggest you go do that. They are very funny, but they are more towards a older audience, so you're going to just kind of keep that in mind. If you don't want cussing or anything like that, kind of take that with a grain of salt going into it, because these are meant for a older audience, at least their videos are, so just kind of keep that in mind. But yeah, so we're trying to start up a gaming podcast because we both love games. I mean, we play them all the time. So it's more like, why have we never tried to start a gaming podcast? It's kind of like the main question here. And so we're trying to start it up. Hopefully it will kind of catch on. We're not sure what we want to call it yet. That's more just, we're still in production of it. We're actually going to record our first episode for it today. So hopefully everything will look pretty good and turn out well. Alright, so let's add some upside down stairs in here. We'll do it this way. This might speed things up a little bit. Doot. Yeah, so I'm really excited to get that started off because we've been talking about it for a very long time. And like I said, it's more just about games. E3 is right around the corner, so we thought this might be the perfect time to start it. So yeah, I suggest you guys go check that out when we upload it. If you're not subscribed to our second channel, I think it's a pretty good channel because it's different than this channel because you get other games other than Minecraft, so you get a little bit more variety. Actually, I have an idea for this. So this was here, right? Doot. And also, I uploaded a video the other week, I believe it was last week, about tips on building skyscrapers. And because I get this question a lot when it comes to building SouthLake, especially because it's focused around the city, I get questions like, well, I don't know where to start making my own skyscrapers and doing different things like that. So I decided to make a video kind of showing you guys how easy it can be to make a simple skyscraper. Maybe not one that has a whole bunch of unique designs like this, but more designs like, let's see, where would be a good idea of one that I showed in the video? Because a lot of them are pretty much the same designs if you look at them. I don't really see any right now at the time. I still want to work on this building, so we're not going to go searching for it, completely. But yeah, so the whole point of the video was to kind of show that I think you guys can make your own skyscrapers if you just look at some things a different way. Because basically I took a lot of like 3 wide windows, right? And I basically just said, look, this is all these buildings. There were like 7 buildings, maybe a little bit less, and they all had the exact same design. But like they had the same window design, but there was different portions of it that actually made it look different. And that was the thing I was trying to get to people was, look, it's pretty easy. You just have to know how to use different designs to your advantage. And I think a lot of people actually like that video because it was very simple and it was a very easy video to catch on to. So hopefully people kind of got some inspiration from it, because that's kind of what the whole video was for, was trying to show you guys that you guys can do it using designs you've used before. Because skyscrapers, yes, they can be very tricky after a while because you don't want to use the same design in a city over and over again, like that Tim McGraw song, I think is what it was. But yeah, that's when it starts to get tricky a little bit, but I was trying to show you guys, if you start off with a window that's like 3 by 4, right? But then you take that 3 by 4 design, right? And I think this needs to be moved out one. I'm trying to remember how I wanted this design to look. So I think it was supposed to be like this. And then, no, that's not right. How did I do this design? I'm trying to remember how I originally saw this design, so pardon me guys, I'm not trying to keep undoing all my progress, but this is one of the things I do when it comes to building cities. Is I'm more of a perfectionist, I guess, if you want to put it that way. I like things to look correct and how things I want them to look. So just like this, maybe. I think that's how it looks. And then the windows would go behind it. Yeah, so I think we got it. So I think the way we need to do this is take out some ice, since we don't have any stained glass yet. Oh, that's not even the ice I asked for. Pardon me. Okay, let's go up. yeah, so we talked about that a little bit. Chaos Craft, I want to talk about that a little bit, not too much. But so Chaos Craft, again, if you guys don't know, it's one of my least popular series that people watch, which kind of I think stinks a little bit because I wish more of you guys would watch it because it is my survival series. And another thing I want to bring up about it is a invite only server. So basically the way that works is Biggs or somebody will ask you usually like, hey, would you want to come join on the server and play with us? And basically like record it. And it's a simple question, yes or no. I said yes, obviously, because I'm on the server. But it's not just a invite only server. Well, I mean it is, but it isn't, because now there actually are applications you can fill out if you want to become part of the server. Now it's not going to be just like anybody can come in and join. You will have to be approved by Biggs and Zai, I believe. So there is a opportunity for you to become part of the group, but it's not like 100% guaranteed, like, if that makes sense. 3, 4. I'm not too sure about this yet. We'll have to see how it looks when it's finished. This might have to be a pretty tall building, if I'm looking at it now. We'd have to get rid of this, replace this with our gray wool. I mean, this might not look too bad when it's all said and done, but as of right now, it's looking kind of weird. Ugh, it's kind of worrying me a little bit, because I want this design to work, but it might not work with this design and these colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there is a building application that you can basically apply for. So if you do want to become part of the server, it will ask you some questions about, like, what's your YouTube name, different things like that. Because the whole point of the server is to come on and record. Because the way Biggs describes it, and I completely agree with him on this, is he'd rather have 4 people that, you know, upload videos all the time on the channel, on their channel, but rather than have, you know, 7 people that play regularly, like not too often. And so I completely understand where he's coming from, and I think it's a great thing to basically allow applications, because that kind of allows the fans, you guys, to kind of want to get involved a little bit more. Because basically the way they're looking at it is, if you apply and you watch the series, you want to become part of the server. So you really would want to record, you'd want to come on, you'd be excited to record, which makes a lot of sense. I completely understand that. And so, yeah, if you want to become part of Chaos Craft, basically go check out one of Biggs' videos, or check out one of my latest Chaos Craft videos that I uploaded yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to learn more about it, because I talk about it a little bit more in depth there. Oh man, I'm just not sure about this design. I mean, because it's not looking bad now that we have a little bit more done, but it's still looking a little on the weird side at the moment. I might have a couple of different designs that we could finish it off with to maybe make it look a little bit better. But just look how simple this design is, guys. So if you want to make this like a skyscraper, you easily could. Also, I just had this idea. One of the buildings I want to bring back from Newfield is I want to bring back the tallest buildings from that city, which I can't really describe them. They were part of a tutorial at one point. I don't remember when though. That's the only problem, because it was a very long time ago during Skyscraper Week. And basically it was I believe a snow and ice building, kind of like this one. Well, I guess this one's only ice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so basically I want to bring that building over to make that into the tallest building again. And maybe not even the tallest building, but just kind of bring back the design. Because the design was actually one of my favorite designs out of all my skyscrapers I've ever built. Mainly because of just how it flowed from edge to edge, and the different design it gave you when you look at it was really unique, which I really like. Okay, so we have one of those designs done now. How do we want to go about doing the rest of this? Because it is different, for sure. Do we want to add a gap? So if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and did it again, how do we think that would look? I feel like if we kept going with the design, it might look a little bit better. So we might continue it, or what I might do is I might do this. Let's save it. And then what I'm going to do is if I don't like how it looks in the end, I can just kind of come back to the start. Which is actually something I do quite a bit when it comes to building skyscrapers. I save it, and then if I don't like it, I just go back. So we're at 15 minutes. So after we finish up this window, we might call it quits. I know we didn't get too much done, but I think we got enough done for you guys to kind of get some inspiration. We got to talk about a couple things. We got through our subscriber of the week, which a lot of people are enjoying. I almost said skyscraper of the week. A lot of people are enjoying the subscriber of the week on this series, which I think is really cool. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback for it, and I still get a lot of questions about, you know, how do I become subscriber of the week and get my name in SouthLake? Well, basically the way it works is I go onto my analytics, which if you don't know, analytics on YouTube are kind of like a report card, if you want to put it that way. It kind of lets me know who's watching the most videos, commenting on the most videos, sharing the most videos, and so on and so forth. So basically I look at that, and I look at people who are been the most engaged with my channel, and then I kind of decide, like, alright, I think this person has been, you know, watching a lot of videos, he's been commenting on a lot, he's been coming back to multiple videos, and not just commenting on one. And I think that's what some people kind of misunderstand, is they think you just go, that I just go and pick random people. It is random, but to an extent it isn't, because these are people that just keep coming back to watch videos. Also, commenting on just one video is probably not going to get you subscriber of the week. So it's basically just more of the consistent fans is kind of what the series is made for, and that it's kind of like a Hall of Fame, if you want to put it that way. That's basically exactly what it is. So basically, if you want to become a subscriber of the week, you just have to keep watching videos. That's the main thing. And I mainly got this idea from Biggs, who is from Chaos Craft. They've actually given me a lot of good ideas from their channels, and like a lot of inspiration from them, because they do a lot of great stuff. One of my new favorite series is Server Sunday, which, if you don't know, Server Sunday is a series to where I just go in and basically just play on a lot of random PC servers, whether it's a popular one, whether it's a little bit least popular. It doesn't really matter. There's not really any restrictions to it. I can just go on and play. And basically the way it works is you guys comment on which my words. I have just lost everything. I completely forgot what I was getting ready to say. So we might have to call it quits on that conversation, because I forgot what I was talking about and what I was saying. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. I know it was Server Sunday. Oh yeah, so the way it works is you guys comment on, like, I want you to go play on Mineplex, and the more people that like that comment, I will go on and play that, because it's basically what you guys want to see. Because even though it's me just having fun on servers, it's mainly still for you guys to enjoy. And also, I want to start making it to where you guys can actually come in and join me while I'm playing. So I think that would also be really cool. And we're getting ready to call it quits for this building, guys. I'm still not too sure if I like it or not. We'll have to wait and see when it's done. It's definitely unique. I think it's definitely... Oop, I forgot a piece up here. We need to change this. I think I forgot one down below, too, that I saw. And I think I forgot one right here. Yep, I forgot two. Oh my goodness, what's going on with me? Also, I am starving. I haven't had any breakfast today, and it's like 12 o'clock, so I guess I haven't had lunch yet. I really need to go get something to eat. I need a soda. Man, I need a lot of things right now. And alright, let's take a step back and see how it looks. Oop, ran into a bridge. I guess it's not looking too bad. It's still kind of eye-catching, which is kind of the whole point. And again, it's not too tall either, so yeah, I think we're going to call it quits for this part, guys. So thank you very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. If you want to use this design, it's really easy, so go straight ahead. So, bye-bye, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.